Every Friday, tune into Texas Ticket on Conroe's 104.5 and 106.1 FM with Armando Nino of Gold Lake Conroe, focusing on Montgomery County area events and places. Get a feel of the Texas spirit at the event, paired with guest and vendor interviews, event coverage, and ticket giveaways, and so much more. Join us Fridays and punch your Texas Ticket. For more information on the show, visit irlonestar.com/Texas Ticket.
Don't miss Lone Star Community Radio on TV and YouTube. Our talk show and music shows are featured on Our City TV, Suddenlink Channel 12, and have their own YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe to keep up with posted shows and comment on them below the video.
Thank you for listening to Lone Star Community Radio. This program was broadcasted and recorded live from the LSCR studios in downtown Conroe, Texas. Lone Star Community Radio is supported by listeners like you. Donate and sponsor today. For more information on getting involved with Lone Star Community Radio, contact us at lscrstudios@gmail.com or visit us online at www.irlonestar.com.
You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
Remember to download the Lone Star Community Radio app from your Google Play, Apple
Nonprofits, businesses, upcoming events, Conroe Park events, news stories, and information that matters to you with your host, Margie Taylor of Taylorized PR. For more information about being a guest, visit irlonestar.com/Conroe Culture.
A Lone Star Community Radio is looking for those who are interested in hosting their own talk show with monthly.
Good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us on the Cindy Cochran Show. We're so happy to have you. And just imagine all the places that, if you're looking for the Cindy Cochran Show, you can go. You can go to YouTube, Lone Star's Facebook, Lone Star Community Radio's Facebook, or, YouTube is really good. Lone Star Community Radio is good as well, but you'll always see, Richard's got his show, and he always preempts my ad for my show. It's aggravating. He's such a hog, glory hog. But anyway, I just am so excited that you joined us because we have the news, the details of the National Night Out with us today. Eddie Davis is with us, and you're the spokesman for the police department?
For this event, I'll be the spokesman.
Okay, for this one. You're not going to be forever. We're not going to hold you for anything else. But he's going to have to run to get started setting up and all, so we're going to let him just espouse all the details you have. Go ahead, tell our guests, our audience, because we know that they're wondering, where do we go? How do we get there? What's the deal?
Okay, so tonight's National Night Out. We've been celebrating National Night Out for 40 years, but Conroe PD itself has hosted a single event for the last 15 years. For the last 5, we've been hosting the event at Kroger Shopping Center on the South Loop, 341 South Loop in Conroe. Tonight we'll have all kind of first responders. Montgomery County Constable's Office number 1, number 2. Conroe ISD will be out with us, and we will have just about all of our own equipment, SWAT officers, crime scene investigators. It's a lot of fun.
Wow, the SWAT officers. Do you have the dogs out there too? The dogs that
I think we'll have a K-9 officer. We'll have our mounted patrol unit. We'll have
oh my goodness.
We've got 5 mounted officers, so they'll all be out there tonight.
Now, where do you use the mounted?
The mounted we use for a lot of community events, all during the week. If they're not at a community event, they will actually walk in different neighborhoods. It could be Rivershire. It could be up off of Longmire. So they just kind of go throughout the city. But if there's any kind of a community event, whether it's a church event or something, they'll come out to it.
They will. Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. But do they also chase down the bad guys on the horses?
Well, they haven't got that far yet.
Oh,
But we will use them for missing persons, missing kids. if
because they
we're-
can get into places.
They can get
yeah.
into wooded areas and stuff. So
Right.
we will use them for that whenever we encounter something.
And thank you, God, that 9-year-old girl was found alive. That was amazing, absolutely amazing. And it was the work of people like you guys that find that out. So I just had to say that. I'm so glad, so happy that she was found, because it was just killing me. I knew every day those poor parents and the family, what they were going through.
Yeah,
So
great story.
yeah, so it was good. Now, how can someone, like, should they get there at 5, 6, or when should they get there?
We're gonna ask the public to come out at about 5 o'clock. We'll have hot dog free. Everything is free tonight. so
Everything's free?
Everything's
Free food.
free.
Okay, but not in the groceries.
Not in the grocery
no,
store.
okay. But there's a big discount, right? No, I'm kidding.
We'll have hot dogs, chips, soft drinks. I think Kona Ice will also be out there. I'm not 100% sure if they'll be out there, but everything is free. All the different agencies will be giving out little small trinkets to kids.
Oh, that's
so it's just a
great.
great community event for us to engage with the public and let them see a different side of us.
Sure, that's wonderful. And the kids get to look in the cars.
Oh, they'll get to look in all the equipment. SWAT.
Oh,
They'll
good.
get to look in our SWAT trucks. They'll show them some of the equipment that they'll use in there. Meet with the mounted patrol officers if they want to. We also do crime scene investigators. They'll be there, and they'll be doing fingerprint kits. So
So what'd you do tonight, Tommy? I got fingerprinted. What? You did what? It was fine.
and in the case you were talking about the little missing girl, that's where fingerprints are for a child are super important.
Now I remember that became like a big thing at one time, and I hadn't heard about it. They're still doing that though.
We still do it. It's actually a little kit. We'll have a little pamphlet with, and then we'll give the little ink cards to the parents, and it's the parents who hold the fingerprints kit
Okay.
in their own file, that in the event their child comes up missing or something,
Yeah.
That is
they've got 'em.
awesome.
So there's
That's
no
great.
database or anything like that for
Yeah.
us until you're 17. Then we can.
So, but that is really cool. I would mess up that ink. So do you have extra ones you can get after you
I think we can
smear
hook
it
you
all
up.
across the thing?
I think
Yeah.
we can hook you up.
Oh, honey, why did you? Oh, God.
Crime scene investigators will be giving a little demonstration as well tonight on fingerprinting, evidence, how we process some of the evidence. So they'll be out there, giving some demonstrations.
Oh, I think that's great, and it is good so they see another side of you, and that y'all are so friendly, so sweet.
We do a lot more than just stop people on traffic.
No, and the thing about it is, when you've stopped them in traffic, if they're speeding, you've probably saved their life, and so they're going to get to go home that night.
They'll remember us,
They will,
and that's
they
the
will.
intent. Just
Yeah.
slow down. We all got to share the road.
Yeah, right. The worst was a policeman stopped me. I was going down Calvary. It's a two-way, and he turned around and came up behind me, and I was like, oh. And so he pulled me over, and I said, okay, you're right. I'm sorry. It's my fault. Whatever you want to do, whatever you need me to do. He goes, look, I'm just going to tell you this. My family lives on this street. And I don't need anybody like you coming down the street. That you could hurt my family. So I want you to remember that every time you come down the street. My family's here, and if you ever do anything, I said, I understand it. Thank you, mea culpa. And so he was. That impressed me so much. It was great. It was a great story to tell me. Even if it wasn't true, it was a good story to tell me, because it was just like, I don't want to hurt your family. So that's okay. But I think that you guys, you have so much, there's so much protection here. We talked to people about Conroe, you feel safe in Conroe. And you'd feel, when something happens that's out of the norm, or that would be on Fox News, you go like, wait a minute, that doesn't happen in Conroe.
Yeah, that's a great illustration. I think the less you hear about us, the better the job we're doing.
Ain't that the
So
truth?
it's and that goes hand in hand with our entire community, with the public. I mean, you just don't hear a lot about bad things about our citizens nor our police department. I think we have a great a relationship with the community.
Well, it is, and I think that knowing that you're not going to put up with anything, and that when that song came out about "Don't Try That in a Small Town," it's just Willis and Conroe and all that. These guys,
you can
we're not gonna
relate
put up
here
with
in
it.
Conroe.
That's right.
I like that.
We can no, it's not going to happen there. And so whenever you find the bad guys and you put them in jail, a lot of times, do y'all still do? What's the thing about the scared straight thing? Do y'all ever do? You bring
No, but
teenagers
there's a lot of programs within the district attorney's office and the judges. They do a lot of programs, drug programs if
Right.
you're arrested on a drug offense. It's not throw away the key. There's a lot of other resources that, mostly the Montgomery County and our DA's office. They work with people. It's the repeat offenders that is who we're going to shut down. And again, I think we have a good relationship with our district attorney's office. We have good judges here in Montgomery County.
Right.
A good DA, and we all got to work together, and it works.
Well, that's awesome. I mean, you're our hero, and that's what I want to tell you. At the end of every program, we always do a salute to first responders, and we talk about it could be all first responders. A teacher's a first responder to a child. The parent is the first responder, and we give it to the parents as well. But it's just you guys will run into danger when we run away, and so we really do appreciate you so much.
You don't hear all the good stories. There's a lot more good stories that we try to share on Facebook now, on social media, but we really can't even do them all.
Well, if you could get as many as you want, come on here and talk about all the good stories. I love that. Things that you do, yeah. Okay.
And before he leaves, I want to mention the Citizens Police Academy. If you have the opportunity to sign up and go to that will give you a exclusive behind-the-scenes look at how police officers do their work. It is an incredible experience that it will change your opinion. No matter what your opinion of police are, if you go to that academy, it will change your opinion of you go through the course with them. You're not there with police officers anymore. You're there with human beings. You're there with fathers, mothers, people doing their job, people living and working. Right. And you start to understand why they do the things they do that you disagree with, getting pulled over, people get angry. Mm-hmm. You start to get an idea of what the job is, and it will change your opinion of how they do their job.
Yeah. That's great.
I think Eddie will have more information or how to, there's a course coming up in, I want to say in October. I know there's a youth course coming up.
Yeah, we're going to have a youth class. I think we'll start right after the first of the year. Yeah. I think we still have some openings. If you're looking to do something like that for a teenager, have them contact the Conroe Police Department. Ask for myself, Eddie Davis, and I'll get them in touch with the right officers to do that. It's a once a week. Andrew just did. I think you did too, Elizabeth. No, Andrew just did Citizens Police Academy a couple months ago. And
you did?
It's a
I
10,
did.
How'd you do?
It was an incredible experience. You go in there, and I'll just give you one of the highlights is they put you in a room no bigger than this, and they say, "Yeah, come on in. We're just gonna hold on," and they say, "Just everyone stand against the wall. We're gonna show you something," and then they, oh yeah, okay, all right.
Oh, you're not gonna.
We'll just stop there.
Did he just give you a sign?
And the lights go out.
Oh,
the lights go
Lord.
out, and you're all in the room with your backs against the wall, and the lights go out.
And then it's laser tag.
And you will never forget what happens after that for the rest of your life.
But each week is a different segment. It
Yes.
could be a day with the Mounted Patrol. It could be a day with K9, a day with crime scene. And ultimately, the last day is probably the coolest day because you ride patrol for.
Yes.
And you said you've already done that, so.
That was amazing. And so, Andrew, when you were riding with them, and did they have to stop? Did they get a call or anything like that?
Well, being the city's public information officer, I'm happy to say there wasn't any crime. We didn't stop. Everyone was doing the speed limit. It was a really nice day in Conroe.
Oh man, Andrew in his mind was fantasizing about getting the gun and going out and going, okay, and all that. I know you were. I know you were thinking, if it had to, I could take
you
over.
know my experience. I've been in those situations.
You
in
have?
The Marines. Yeah, one of the Marines. And I the officer that I was with, he showed me the code. I'm not going to give you all the details, but how to unlock the AR. And he said, if I get into trouble and get shot at, I would appreciate if you helped me. Here's how to get the AR out. And I started thinking, is it condition 4? Is it condition 1? What do I need to do? Do I take cover? What's the best? How am I going to get a good shot from the car? All those the things are coming back into your mind. It's just training.
You take the buzz and break out the window and
it's training. And Roy said that we went through the course, and there were a couple people that had a little more common sense experience. Well, you go in and do room clearings. You go in and actually face suspects involved in crime, and the way you approach the situation and the way you handle it as the scene progresses. People like me with more experience. You just have a better understanding of what you're doing. You get people in there like you that would walk right up to someone with a gun and say, "Hey, stop that!
Give me that!"
But I think you should get a hold of Conroe Police and try and get through the course.
Right? No,
It's
that
a
would
lot of fun.
that would be great. I would have so much fun. But this is who you're hearing speaking with such authority is Andrew Yousse. I hadn't introduced you, or Elizabeth. Elizabeth, your last name Elizabeth?
West.
What?
West.
West. How can I wanted to say East, but I knew that was wrong. Okay.
I've heard that one before.
Oh, shoot. I wanted to be original. Okay. Yes. She is his right-hand man, woman, and she's right there to always support him. And so I think Andrew has got such an interesting background and personality and all that he's someone that y'all should, you really would be a great policeman, a great officer.
We tried recruiting him.
You did,
but-
There's just not enough
No,
crime
you've
here.
Been there, done that.
Yeah.
He's got his niche, though. He's making his mark in Conroe.
Yes,
my
yes.
background, I see the value of the police department, and I will tell you, every single officer that I've encountered over there has been nothing but professional. It is the most professional group of law enforcement that I have ever seen, and I've been in media 20 years, and I've done a lot of things with different law enforcement agencies. These guys are. They're humans doing the job of law enforcement.
Yes, they are.
And that's one thing that I'm going to use my skill and talent to illustrate that with everything that we'll talk about once Eddie heads over to National Night Out.
Okay.
What we're doing with the city, but that is a key element that I want to focus on.
Well, we're going to thank you very much. We appreciate you being here so much. We're going to go to a break, and that gives you a time to stand up and walk out, and everybody hug you and all that stuff.
Thank you. Real quick, can I just say?
Sure. Yes, whatever you want to say.
Just say all of our military branch recruiting officers will also be out there tonight. Constables, school districts, fire department. Come on out, have a good time, interact with everybody. Lots of food. We got a DJ out there. He'll be providing some entertainment. So. It'll be a good time for everybody.
That's awesome.
Don't
Thank
let
you
the
so
weather
much.
scare you.
You what?
I said, don't let the weather scare you.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Well,
We'll still be there.
Yeah, we've done that rain dance enough. Now it comes, and you got to
know.
take it.
Yeah.
You've been doing it.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll go to a break right now, and you guys don't go away. Where's my camera? Don't go away. We'll be right back with Andrew and Elizabeth.
Okay.
Thank you so much, Eric.
Every week, people ask the same two questions. Are they ready to retire? Will their savings last for their lifetimes? Hi, this is Chris Wootton with Wootton Financial Group. Our firm has been in Montgomery County for decades, but the hopes and dreams of the people we serve never change. We help answer these two questions and many more that people have about their uncertain financial future. We have a simple introductory client experience that allows us to get to know the client and includes a few meetings for the client to kick the tires at no charge. We provide a concise, one-page summary that helps the client get a better handle on which questions are the right questions for them. To learn more about Wootton Financial Group's process in helping their clients to a clearer financial future and to see their contact information, visit Cindy Cochran's show page on irlonestar.com/TCCS. Wootton Financial Group is a proud sponsor of the Cindy Cochran Show. Wootton Financial Group is available by phone at 936-449-5952 or visit them on the web at www.woottonfinancial.com. That's www.woottonfinancial.com.
This program is sponsored by the Wootton Financial Group. It is not the intent of Wootton Financial Group to render or offer personalized investment advice or financial planning advice through this radio program or any related website. Wootton Financial Group's participation in this program is limited to providing general information on financial matters and should not be construed as financial recommendation or investment advice. Investment advisory services are offered through Game Plan Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor registered with the Securities and Exchange Commission and the state of Texas. Insurance services are offered through Wootton Financial Group, Inc. Game Plan Advisors and Wootton Financial Group, Inc. are affiliated through common ownership, and neither firm is affiliated with The Cindy Cochran Show. No listener should assume that any information presented and or made available on this program serves as the receipt of or a substitute for personalized individual advice from Game Plan Advisors, Wootton Financial Group, or any of their representatives.
What can the Better Living for Texans program do for you? You can learn how to increase your consumption of fruits and vegetables, choose foods that are relatively inexpensive and good to eat, make your food dollars last longer, prepare quick, nutritious meals, help your children learn how to eat healthier snacks, and much more. Our program is committed to helping people like you improve your health through providing research-based nutrition education in a friendly, cost-free, and relaxed environment. We are Texas A&M AgriLife Extension, helping Texans make their lives better.
And we're back on the Cindy Cochran Show. We're with Andrew Yousse and Elizabeth West. Yes, I got the right direction. And they're here to talk about all the good things in Conroe that are going on in Conroe. And we got the National Night Out that we talked about. And you guys have got to go to the Kroger that's off of 45 and he gave another
South Loop,
South Loop,
336.
yeah, 336. And then they're going to have one in Willis too. Don't forget Willis. If y'all are out in Willis, they're having National Night Out, and I've seen those little flyers up everywhere, so you know what to do there. You go and they have hot dogs and things like that. Usually, I hope they do, because after he said all of the stuff they're going to have, we better have something good. Okay. Anyway, so Andrew has been working on the website. So when you guys go to Channel 12 here in Montgomery County, you go to Channel 12. If you have Optimum, I guess you have to have Optimum to go to Channel 12 to see that. But we do have a TV station, and that has been just slides coming up and going down, and you may have memorized all of those. And now, but you are now working on a fabulous website that's going to be coming out and entertaining and informative, right?
Yes, and it's great that you brought up the slides, because we do have Optimum Channel 12, which is right now a 186-page PowerPoint presentation.
Wow.
That is rotating on there, and it's on a continuous loop. And I just happen to have that with me right now. Elizabeth put 2 per page. This is the PowerPoint that's on Channel 12 right now.
Good.
186 pages of information, and all the information is, I want to say current, but it's not even current. It was created years ago, and we've kind of updated it as we go. It's information citizens need to know. So if you go on there at any time, that's going to tell you who to contact at Public Works if you need water, if you need trash picked up, who to contact at the police, what do the police do, what does fire do.
Where's the police?
Yeah. It's everything that the city management, city operations, anything that you would need to know about Conroe if you were to move here or become a resident. What we are going to do right now is turn this into video.
Yay!
We're going to turn this into a video. Will probably be an hour, less than an hour long. But not that informational video. We're also going to feature stories. Tonight, we're starting our first production, and we'll continue through the week on the Mounted Patrol. The Mounted Patrol is, so right here, that's a slide right there in the video. That slide right there is going to turn into a 5-minute segment about Mounted Patrol, how they were formed, what they do, what their purpose is, how they get the horses ready in the morning, what time they get the horses ready, where they go when they patrol, what are they doing on patrol, how you can go see them on patrol. So that's what our project is right now, is every single slide in here, we're turning it into a video. Not every slide is going to have that backstory, that kind of feel good, the humanity. We're turning this into the humanity effort of this is life. A lot of it is going to be the information, and that's probably still going to be a full screen graphic of who to call, where to do this, where to do that, the information citizens need to know. But the overall goal is to turn this into a video. Now, I've talked for a while, so I'm going to take a break, and if you have another question for me, I'll spend another 10 minutes answering.
How's your wife?
My wife is great. She's going to be at National Night Out tonight with the kids.
She is? She's going to
get them all fingerprinted.
That's perfect. I love that.
She's doing good. She's still working. They're in the thick of her. In her world, the difficult time of year is right before NBA and NHL season, because baseball is starting to end, and now all those RSNs are starting to pick up. And with Bally's and the old Fox Sports, they're really heavy. All of their regions have NBA and NHL teams. So,
I got to tell you, when I'm watching the Astros every single night that they're on, and Bally Sport has the best graphics at the bottom. They're more detailed, and I can read them. Some of those places that they'd go, they're like, and I'd have to get right up to the TV, they're like, who's winning? And that kind of thing. But theirs look so good.
They do have a really good graphics package.
Yeah.
They're trying to simplify it. It used to be really detailed, and you would put a lot of layers and elements. I think when we created the CSN graphics package, when we designed it, a simple lower third had over 200 elements. That means a chip, a logo, a flare, a star, an explosion, a burst. So when you ran that graphic out, there was over 200 things happening in that one. Wow. Simply to go to break to tell you the Astros were, in 2012, probably trailing to the Orioles 13-1 in the second inning. When you went to break and show that, there was a lot of stuff going on, and now they're all very clean and pretty simple, readable.
Yeah.
And since we're talking about it, let's go right into the website. We are designing and developing a new website for the city of Conroe. And if you look at the current city of Conroe website, anyone listening to this, watching this, has probably seen it and experienced the same frustration as everyone. It's not a good website. It at one point might have been a good website. It's about 10 years old.
Yeah.
Technology has surpassed what that website is capable of doing.
Yeah.
The best example I can give anyone who's an Apple user, iPhone user, and I think even like social media went through it, Facebook back in the day, where you get to a point where the machine that you're operating on and the software you're operating with no longer can, the like social media, the upgraded systems no longer support your equipment.
Right.
That's where our website is.
Okay.
There has been so much advancement that there's a lot we can't do with that website just because we don't have the technical ability to do it. Mm-hmm. So to make a long story short, we are going into a new, more modern, more user-friendly website. And I think we talked about this way back when in March. What the website is to wrap this whole thing up, it is a website that has been polled. The company building the website has done the polls. They've done their research. This is what users want. So it might not be exactly what I want. It might not be exactly what Elizabeth wants, but it's a great website. And that's, the good thing about us is we argue upstairs every day about how we should go about doing something. We agree, but we have two different styles, and most of the time we agree with her style. And go ahead and just do it her way.
Because his wife is
got
him trained.
Yeah,
okay.
I've learned. No, we brainstorm together. We brainstorm on what's the best way to do it. But to end that argument, the company building this website has done that research, and they say this is what the user wants. This is what the users are asking for. This is what the users are looking for. And I'll summarize this in one simple statement. Simplicity. They want, as if they're driving down the street, they want to look at the dashboard of their car. They don't want long explanations, menus, textbooks. They don't want that. They want a website that is no different than the dashboard of their car.
Right. And make sure you don't have a lot of script on the police thing so that I just want to know, how do I call them? I've been waiting for this to come back up because I got a robber out front. I want to call them. How's that number come?
Oh, so that's a really good point, because I think you're referring to the slideshow on Channel 12. If you're waiting for it to come back up, it might be 2 hours. So the robbery's done and over with.
Well, hopefully you know the number to call. For
Yeah,
robbery.
well, do you?
911.
911.
Okay. But if they're probably going to connect you to your Conroe police. They're different numbers for different situations.
Yeah. No.
We have magnets that we can put on your refrigerator that you
For
can pick up.
911?
No. For the numbers of who to call.
Mud District.
Here's where I'm going at. You don't have to watch Channel 12. It's going to be there. Our videos are going to be on Channel 12, but the purpose of us, well, we haven't even got into the videos yet, have we? We're still talking website.
Yes, it's two different things.
Yeah,
Yes.
okay. We'll get into the videos. But the new website is going to support video capability. So a lot of the stuff that's in writing that you would have to read, now users want to consume their information watching videos. They'll be real quick videos, but we'll give you a lot of the questions that are being asked by citizens when they move in and they're calling the different departments. We're going to take those most frequently asked questions and put those into video form. So we're going to answer your questions in short, quick videos, the same as if you bought a new power tool at Home Depot. You get home and it's got a little URL code that you scan, QR code, and that'll pull up a video of how to use that piece of equipment you just bought at Home Depot. So what we want to do is start doing that with city departments of, how do I do this with Public Works? How do I do this with police? How do I do this with fire? Can I have my child's birthday party at the fire department? We're going to figure out how to answer that on the website.
What's the answer? Now I got to know.
We need to get with the fire department. The key to making this work is the departments tell us what they want us to say.
It's very important for the departments to
I know
cooperate.
video, I know websites, I know creation, television, radio, photography. What I don't know is that the fire department will allow you to have a child's birthday party. So that's where Elizabeth and we go out and we meet constantly. We're meeting with all the different departments saying, what do you want us to say about your department?
Right.
You tell us and we'll put it in video and we'll make it available to everyone. No matter how you consume your information, we're going to make it available to you.
That's great. No, well, that's something to look forward to. Have you chosen the music background?
Well, I was going to get with Richard.
Yes. Yes, that's perfect.
We only say Richard on your show.
Yes.
I was going to get with
Now he's gonna go get
Richard,
his
and
mic.
we'll see
Okay.
what we have as far as, I know we have some different licenses, but there's a lot of, available, what we would call, sound beds.
Yes.
A lot of sound beds. We, music and a name for the show is still being pending. I don't know, Richard, do you have any ideas?
I'm sure we could cook something up with Conroe. There's a lot of live music here.
We've got some great talent here.
Great talent.
Yeah.
Yes, that would be awesome to be able to use original, the artists with their original music and that kind of thing, so that people get a flavor of what they'll go see at the restaurants and clubs here. So
and we'll
gonna
say that if for anyone listening, should we give them just a sample? Tell them a site they can look at. No, all right.
No, spoiler alert. No.
Okay.
Well, yeah, the website does need an update, though, for sure.
It is frustrating. It's horrible. And
I'm
one
so
of the
glad you're
best
here.
things one of the great things about me. One of the best things
I'm
about
glad there's
me.
only one. We didn't have enough time for everyone.
I am a resident. I moved here 2 years ago, and so a lot of the frustrations that citizens have, I experienced the same frustrations
There you
and
go.
the same concerns. So coming into this role, I know what they're experiencing. I know what they're going through. One of the main things was communication, knowing what's going on. Why don't I have water? It happened to me once. We didn't have water and didn't know for 3 days why we didn't have water. So a lot of those concerns, we are coming in.
You didn't know for 3 days why you didn't have water?
It might have been 2 days.
Was that one of the storms?
No, it was up Crichton Road. Someone broke a power drain or a line. They blamed it on Tachys, and then it really wasn't that. It was a collapse of the ground underneath the support holding the pipe.
Yikes.
And so it cracked. But, and one of the things that we came in and we said we need to address that so that when something happens, we need to let people know what's going on.
Yeah.
I mean, it helps just to know. You can live without water for 3 days or 2 days. You can adapt. You can, but if as long as you know, I think citizens deserve to know. So that was a big, and we'll be able to do that with this new website too. We'll be able to quickly, the biggest thing is that, not that we can't do that now. It is a long, tedious task to get anything done on the website because it's old. It's antiquated, and a lot of the way that we do it is to go on there and post and make an update could take us anywhere from 5 to 20 to 30 minutes. And then if we make one mistake, just any single little mistake could be a ticket to the company who they have to reach out to another vendor. It could be 3 or 4 days before we get it fixed.
Well, you know what? It seemed to me whenever I first saw the Channel 12 and the website is that people have lived here a long, long time, and you start feeling like the leaders don't realize how many new people have moved in, and they just feel like everybody knows this, so they just keep seeing the same thing. But it was now I think everybody's pretty aware of how fast this place is growing.
Yes.
And it's amazing. So people need information, and like they're coming from places maybe where they've gotten it faster than here. But we are, people like the slowness of the town and doesn't have to be all that fast. But when you're looking for something, like you said, like 3 days without water or 2 days without water, you get pretty anxious. And you feel like if I call in, it's going to be so long waiting for somebody to answer the phone and tell me what I can do. Just show me how I can get to the mud district and I'll stand in line.
And that was one of the issues, is it's not an easy process to find even where to call. That's where we really want to simplify the website, so that we want to make sure that what people are going to the website for, what citizens are going for, that they're finding what they need quickly. And that might fluctuate depending on what's happening. If there's a water main break, that might become more prominent on the Public Works website page rather than going through, important information numbers or whatever. We're going to kind of manage one of the key aspects of the website is the homepage, that depending on user interaction, citizen, what they're doing on the website, that will pretty much determine what they're seeing as soon as they get to the homepage.
Let me ask you this. Are you going to have any flexibility, like with hot topics, something that may have just happened in Conroe, or something that just happened, that's going to affect us, and they could go to that website and get our take on it, or what is going to happen to us? We're
one of the really exciting things that we're going to have is a news center, a newsroom on the homepage, which is going to be current media from the city. So we'll also feature articles, because our reporters do a great job here. There's a lot of newspapers, publications
like
that cover
Courier and stuff.
The Courier, the Community Impact. They cover a lot of events. So we want to make sure that information is out there. There's a lot of stories out there, but we also want to make sure that we are covering the hot topics, and just simply saying that, hey, this is what's going on. This is why it's going on.
Yeah.
But, good things too. We want to cover what's coming up. We've got Christmas tree lighting that we're already starting to prepare for, all that stuff. So we want to we want to have that news center. So anything, and right now we do have a current event section on the website. It's very difficult for us to get on there and update it. And at this point, just to be completely transparent about this, there's a lot of things that we've gotten away from on the current website, knowing that it's lived a long, happy life and it's going away soon. And again, it's just Elizabeth and I, and we're running a video production. We're running a website redesign. We're running Elizabeth specifically works with the mayor, city council.
Right.
So we have a lot of events, and as do I, and handling the public information officer information. We have a lot going on that we haven't given up on the website. We still want to make sure information is out there, and that if it's important and it is happening, press releases, we will get it on there. But there's a lot of things, a community calendar. We're going to have that on the new website. We're really excited about it. It's going to be
Perfect.
broken down into city events, parks and recs events, council events, board meetings, advisory board meetings. You'll know when the next Parks and Recreation Advisory Board meeting is if you want to go. That will all be on the community page. Now,
then the Cindy Cochran show, 2 to 3.
We can
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
We're going to have, again, in that media section, in that newsroom, with our plans for what we are creating an entire media world. All of the Dick's radio shows, all the community radio shows, your show, anything that happens within the radio video empire or
I like that empire.
The empire.
Could you write that down?
The Cindy Cochran empire. We'll have
I want to raise
an area for that where you can go
talk to Richard.
get information. That's one of the biggest projects we're working on right now. There was an article that recently came out in the Courier by Sandra Hernandez, which was a really good article that we partnered with Sam Houston State University. Elizabeth and I worked a partnership with Martin Gaston from Sam Houston State, who is the professor of their multi-camera field production course. He's got 30 years experience in television production. I've got 20 plus years in media, television, radio production, broadcast media. Together, we're going to use his students. They're going to become city communications interns, and they are going to come and be active in the production of our city TV show, the videos that we're going to start doing.
That's
and
awesome.
we're going to rely heavily on the radio shows because our goal is what you just did here with Eddie Davis from the police department. We'll take that audio and we will go out and marry that up with the video of what he was saying. We'll get B-roll video of all those events, and then we can create a nice little 2-minute promo. Now, not for tonight because the event's tonight, but we'll use what he was talking about for future events, future National Night Out events. But that is that big picture. That's the direction that we're going with all of this. Heavily use radio because this is the clearest audio you're going to get.
Right.
Have someone talk freely. You guys know this in radio. It's a lot. If I gave Elizabeth this and said, Elizabeth, please read this on camera. You know, when you give someone a script who's not a talent,
right?
And everyone is talent, but not a professional talent. They're going to say, National Night Out. What's the purpose of NNO? But if you put them on the radio, they're going to say, hey, it's National Night Out. This happens all over Texas. It's a great night. What's the purpose of it? Why are we going out there? That's the audio we want.
Right.
We want that natural human interaction.
And he did great.
Yeah, and he
did great.
He even said we made it easy on him, and it's not. It's just be yourself. Come on the radio and be yourself.
Andrew, I think we helped because we talk so much.
Yeah.
He didn't
What are you
have
telling
to
me?
say so much stuff. No, both of us take a breath. No, that's what we love.
We have a lot to talk about. We're excited about this.
You bring so much energy. It's great, and I love it, and it gets people excited. Like, well, we got something to do tonight. Let's go do that. And so if that gets up on the on your website, I mean, what do you have right now that you can talk about the National Night Out? Do you have something up there now? Talking about it?
Yeah, we did put a calendar listing.
Okay, calendar
so
listing.
They can
okay.
go to the website and find out where it is.
That's very
the
good.
address, the time, what's going to be out there.
I love that.
We have it on Facebook.
We have the Facebook page. We Elizabeth creates pages for all the events.
Okay, good. Good. See, that's excellent. Y'all keeping everybody informed. That's great. I love that. Just make sure they know that the groceries aren't free. It's just everything else is free. I could please say and everything is free.
You always see a lot of people just going to Kroger just to get their groceries, and they look around like, "What is happening?"
No, that's so smart. Is it going to be in the parking lot?
Though, so if you do just want to go get your groceries,
So you are going to be in the parking lot as well.
Yeah, they rope off a section of the parking lot dedicated for all the vehicles and tents, but there's enough parking there that you can still.
Okay, well, as long as people know look at the kids, they're having such a good time. This is good. This
It's
is
always
good.
a really good turnout.
It's not like an obstruction to my parking, so I can get in there and get the milk and bread and get out of here. Okay, so it's fine. No, I think it's going to be. I guess yes, at the Kroger in Willis as well. So that'll be good. I can't wait to go see that, because I remember a long time ago, way back when, they had it at parks. They had one at a park, and people were spread out everywhere. It was too big. It was like too big, because I don't think it brought the people together. Like, this sounds like it will do that, because you want to meet your neighbors. You want to talk to your neighbors and have something to talk about. And if they have the siren going off and all that, and say, yes, I remember when they came down our street back in 1904. No, but anyway, I think it's going to be great. Y'all are going to have so much fun. And so you're going out to there today, and you'll be out there. Are you be signing autographs, or what are you?
We are going out there, and we are going to start doing video B-roll. We're going to get B-roll of the police, because we're going to start working on a new video for police, a recruiting video. Where anything that you can think of video in the city. Well, we don't have video in the city right now, so we're starting to identify where do we need video, and a police recruiting video is one of the the key areas. So we're going to go out there and video some police, talk to them. Why Conroe? Are you happy with Conroe? How long have you been a police officer? One thing you'll notice is a lot of the police officers in Conroe have been here
forever.
10, 15, 20 years.
They love
that
it.
Goes to show that they're comfortable and they're happy here. So we're going to go out there and just really, it's our job in the first place to be out there as communications. But now we have another specific reason for being out at these events, and that's to get video. But we're still going to continue to. We're there to give you information about the event. Elizabeth might do a reel out there with the mounted patrol and put that on social media. We're out there to tell the story. Our job is to tell the story of Conroe.
Yes, it is. Yeah, and it's got such rich history.
Yes.
And then, but what's currently happening? I've told people, Conroe has more events I've ever seen. Whether it's a parade or if it's what it is, they have stuff going on all the time. So, and it's so family friendly. Most everything is family friendly, because if you invite the family, it's gonna pack the place, because they love bringing their kids somewhere to have that. Now, so he didn't say anything about. They didn't have a DJ or anything out there.
They do, yeah. They do have a DJ.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay. I'm glad I brought that up. So the music's going to be out there. It's going to be blaring, and balloons and stuff like that are all going to be there.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time.
I gotta come by.
And it's not just National Night Out is national. So the cities all across. There's two. Texas is its own. You pulled this up yesterday. Texas, the first Tuesday in October is Texas National Night Out. And there might be a couple of other states, but I think it's February or March. A lot of the rest of the country will celebrate theirs, but there's only 2 days. Texas is the first Tuesday in March, or first Tuesday in October. So this everywhere in Texas, Dallas, Frisco, Odessa, Midland, today is National Night Out, and all those cities are having those events.
But ours will be the best. So we're not competitive in any way. Yes. Okay, we only got 3 minutes left of the show.
Okay, let's do something. Let's do something fun.
Are we going to hold hands?
Let's go around. Let's go around the table, and we'll all say how far we think the Astros are going in this postseason run. And we'll start with Dick.
All the way.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
They got a good lineup.
They're pitching.
No, I meant the teams are facing.
But they did. But they held on. I mean, they've held.
Okay.
Ooh, so good. They're going to go all the way, and we're going to get what's his face out of that tower. Is he out of the tower now, Mattress Mac? He was up there until they won it all.
What do you mean?
He spent the night up there.
Really?
You didn't know? You
no.
don't know? Okay. Anyway, that's what he's been doing. But I think then they started going downhill.
He
they
turned
were
it up
doing
this year.
Good. He said, "I think I'm gonna go down and just wait on this."
So you think all the way?
All the way,
World
yes.
Series, okay.
Yeah. I think it'll surprise everybody. It's going to come out of nowhere.
Okay.
Sure, all the way. I mean, I agree with what Dick said. The path that they have is doable.
Okay.
And if Dusty will just takes the pitcher out when they start looking like they're tired, we're good to go. And I won't yell at him. And if Maldonado would stop going over like that to get the pitcher to throw to him, and he always throws a ball so we can walk the guy. I don't understand that. Could you explain that to me?
Yeah. What? Why they do the intentional walk?
No, not the intentional walk. But Maldonado will do like this, and then he gives the pitcher, and the pitcher goes, no, and okay. And so
shakes
then,
him off.
And then Maldonado, just as he starts to wind up and throws it, he stretches out all the way over, and the guy throws it, thinking they're going to make the guy swing. Mm-hmm. And so it doesn't really work out that way, and I don't think he's a good guy to. Anyway, and my husband and I argued so bad I couldn't even go watch it with him anymore because that makes me so mad that Maldonado does that. Why I'm so vested in this and emotionally about it. So do you think they're going to go all the way?
Yeah, well, I think if they were the wild card team, they wouldn't. I think the fact that they did slide into the AL West title, that they got that, that's going to help them. Obviously, having the break with their pitcher's arms.
Yes.
You never know. They could easily go all the way. I'm going to tell you this. The only way they're going to go all the way is if all those bats come together. And I'm not sure. Is Michael Brantley back?
Yes, he's back.
In the lineup? Okay.
Yeah.
If he's healthy, Jordan is healthy, Altuve and Bregman get it going.
Yeah.
Pena's going to do his thing. But if they're struggling like they were toward the end of the season, if they can get out of that slump, they'll go all the way because they need those bats to kind of help the pitching because the pitching is fluctuating. You don't have the same pitching staff you had the last 3-4 years.
No. That's
they have to hit.
Killer,
they've got to start producing the runs, and
yes,
they finished nicely in Arizona.
Yeah,
but if they were in this wild card series, I think they would have been done. I think they would have been out of the wild card series.
Okay, but Sam's sick of the sphincter factor and on every game. Do you know what that means?
No.
Okay. Everybody's laughing except you. Okay. First responders, we salute you. Thank you so much for your being so brave. All the first responders, we love you.